Okay, welcome student. So we are here for one online lecture series, that is web technology, unit number 6, which containing the web services chapter. Okay, so first we learn about the web services, this one first part. After that EJB, Enterprise Java Beans we covered. Now today we go for the CMS. Okay, so in CMS is nothing but what? Content management system. Okay. So this is the long form for content management system. So outline of CMS is what? Introduction to content or introduction to content management system, WordPress and Joomla. Okay. So next part is nothing but introduction to content management system. Okay, so whenever we require the dynamic changes on web pages or websites, we work on the contents, okay, dynamically. So for this purpose, many tools are used, and this is nothing but the content management system. This system called as a content management system, right? So content management system is a computer application. Of course, it is a program that's called as a computer application that supports the creation and modification of digital contents. Okay, we can create, means we can form the content as well as modify, update the content. Okay, that's called as a digital content, right? It typically supports multiple users in a collaborative environment. Okay, so typically supports multiple users means multiple users can be make the changes at a single time in a collaborative environment. So next is CMS features vary widely. Okay, so it include web-based publishing, format management, history editing, and version control. Of course, it can indexing, search, and retrieval of data. Okay, these are the features widely be used. Then CMS is designed to support the management of the content of web pages. I already told it is designed to support for content changes on web pages, right? So web content includes what? It may be a graphics, it may be a text, photos, video, audio, maps, and program code, okay, or called as a small application that displays content or interact with the users. Okay, so for this all content purpose, this see here, embedded graphics, photos, okay, these all contents can be designed to support the management of the content of web pages. Okay, so CM is designed to support the management to edit these all contents. Getting? So next, introduction to content management continued. Such a content management system or CMS typically divided into two major components, right? So first component is CMA, content management application. Second is content delivery application. So whenever we go for the CMA, content management application is the front end user interface. Okay, so you should know the front end means what? Front end user interface is nothing but the platform frameworks you are using for design the GUI, that is graphical user interface. You can design the forms, you can take the control on your forms, that is nothing but the text box, labels, give the caption on that buttons. These are all the front end tool design part. Okay, so CMA is a front-end user interface that allows user, what allows to add, okay, we can add something on your front end, then modify, we can change the existing data as well, and remove content from a website. Okay, this all functionality we can do because of what? CMA. Okay, always remember first component is CMA, content management application. Second is nothing but the content delivery application. Okay, so content delivery application compiles that information and update on the websites or updates the website or web pages. Okay, so role of CDA is nothing but compilation of that web pages. Getting these are the two components. Remember, CMS, content management applications, and content management system, or content management CMA or CDA, delivery application, right? Then next, introduction to content management system is the example of CMS. Means we do the changes dynamically, right? So which via which application we do these changes is nothing but the examples of CMS. First example is nothing but the WordPress, most popular one. Most of the users can use WordPress for advertising their shops, their businesses, as well as for personal use. Many people use WordPress. It is widely used, or most what we can say, most widely used application, okay, for changing the websites. Then Joomla, okay, then Drupal. These are the three examples. Okay, so we go for the first introduction, first advantages of CMS and disadvantages. Why CMS we used? Content management system. So advantage is nothing but the reduced need to code from scratch. Okay, easy to create, unified look and feel. Of course, if we can change, dynamically modify, update, add all this because of this unified look and feel. Version control, okay, it can control the versions, means version control is a supportable. Edit permissions management, permission management, we can edit. Disadvantages is nothing but limited or no ability to create functionality what not proposed in the CMS, means layout web apps. Okay, so limited or no ability to create functionality, means some limitations is there, so some limited things are there we can do. Increased need, next is what? Special expertization and training for content author. Okay, when we go for the content management system, we need to change the content. There should be a that person will be a expertise in that system, okay, or in that technology. So that person only can do the changes. This is the one of the disadvantage or fault we can see. Then next is WordPress, example of CMS. First example, WordPress. So WordPress is an online open source website creation tool which is written in PHP. Okay, PHP is the most popular server-side scripting language, and this WordPress application written in PHP language. Okay, so WordPress is I already told it is the most popular example of content management system. Because of WordPress having the many templates available there, we can use the template as it is and we can changes the content as per our requirement. Okay, theme is same as like the template, means no need to design each and everything. We can use the template directly, make the changes in that template and use that for our website. Getting? But in non-Greek speak, it's probably the easiest and most powerful blogging and website content management system, or CMS, in existence today. Means it's a very popular system for today. Next, WordPress features. See, these are because of these all features, it is the most popular. So first feature is nothing but user management. Means managing the user information. For example, like changing the role of the user, create or delete the user easily, change the password and use in user information. See, user management, we can, these all things can manage by this module, user management. Delete the user, change the password, user information, create, delete, all these functions. Okay, means user management is easily. Then media management. Media management means your media file should be there, audio video files, folders. Okay, in that file you can easily upload or organize, okay, easily on your website. That's why it called as a media management. Third one is the theme system. Okay, why it is a feature? Because it allows modifying the site view and functionality. We can modify the theme like a CSS, cascaded style sheet. Here some themes are provided, we can modify easily that themes using WordPress. It includes, for example, images, style sheet, template files, and custom pages. Okay. And next is the extend with plugins. So in WordPress, several plugins are available for provide the custom functions and features according to the user needs. Okay, plug and play, extend with plugins means several plugins are available, right? Then next, search engine optimization. Okay, so search engine optimization tool which makes on-site SEO simple. Okay, it can make your site simple. Search engine optimization, SEO. Then multilingual, it allows translating the entire content into the language preferred by the user. Then importers, it allows importing data in the form of post. It imports custom files, comments, post pages, and tags. Okay, this is the importer part. Then next, WordPress advantages. Basically, why it is popular? Because no license required. It is an open source platform and available for free. Then CSS files can be as per user needs, right? Means if user required the CSS file, then only, otherwise inbuilt their templates are there, themes are there, we can take as it is. Then there are many plugins and templates available for free. I already told plugins and templates available, that's why it is one of the advantage. It is very easy to edit the content as it uses that allows the user directly manipulate the layout of document. Then media files can be uploaded easily. It offers SEO because it makes site simple. Customization is easily according to the user needs, right? And last advantage is nothing but the we can creating different roles. Allow the user to create different roles, that is admin, author, editor, and contributor. Okay, these are the advantages. I think there are 8 total advantages. Okay, major advantages. Any more advantages also there, but this is major. Because of these all things, the WordPress is very popular one today. Then disadvantage. Okay, of course each and everything having the some merits and demerits. So some demerits are disadvantages, we can say. Using several plugins can make the website heavy to load and run. So we use the many plugins, it can heavy or it can take times to load or run. PHP knowledge is required. Of course we go for the PHP, designing the WordPress. PHP basic syntax, semantic you should know to make modifications or changes in the WordPress website, right? Then sometimes software needs to be updated to keep the WordPress up to date. Okay, with the current browsers and mobile devices, means we need to update our system for run a WordPress up to date. Getting? The next is the updating WordPress version leads to loss of data. Means we update the version, we can lose the data. So backup copy of website is required. So you need to take a backup whenever you are going to update your WordPress version. Remember. So this is the one major disadvantage of WordPress. Every time, whenever you want to update, you have to take a backup on your machine. Okay, then modifying and formatting the graphic images and tables is difficult. Okay, so here graphic images and tables are difficult. This is the one of the disadvantages. WordPress installation, of course it is the most popular, so you should know the installation, how we install the WordPress. So system requirement basically is what? Database MySQL 5.0 version should be there, web server, WAMP, LAMP, XAMPP or MAMP, Macintosh machine. Okay, these 4 web servers should be there. Operating system is a cross-platform, depends. Browser support, that is IE basically Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google, Chrome, Safari, Opera, etc. PHP compatibility is PHP 5.2 version should be there. Then download WordPress using the link, this one, http wordpress.org downloads. Okay, whenever you go for the website, first create store database, means WordPress required a MySQL database. So create a new empty database with user and password. Okay, Setup wizard. Step 1. Extract the downloaded WordPress folder and upload it into your web server or local host. Okay. Step 2. Open your browser and navigate to your WordPress file path. Okay. Give path here. WordPress and click on continue. Okay. Third step is you can view the information needed for the database before proceeding with the WordPress installation. Means click on let's go. Okay. Step 4, what we doing? See the screen here. Here, database name, give WordPress, username, give some whatever you are given at the time of installation, give that password, database host, localhost, table prefix, WP, okay, and click on submit. Then WordPress installation. Step 5, okay, so click on run. So run here, run the install, okay. Next step is WordPress enter administrative information. So here site title, you give the name of the site which you are going to create on WordPress. Site you give the your site name, your username you enter there, password twicely, your email, privacy, and install, and click on this install button. WordPress installation. After installation, gives the message or it pop-up window comes, that is a success window. Okay, so here see WordPress has been installed. Where you expecting more steps? Okay, sorry to disappoint. So username, admin, password, whatever you, and create on login button. Next is step 8, username, you enter here, password, and click on login. Then dashboard. The WordPress dashboard is a first screen, okay, home screen, which will be seen when you log into the administration area of your blog, which will display the overview of the website. But it is a collection of gadgets that provide information and provide an overview of what happening with your blog. Okay, this is the home page, all information that containing. Then you can customize your needs by using some quick links, such as writing quick draft, replying to latest comments, etc. You can add there. For example, one example is given. See here, dashboard. Okay, home, updates, jetpack, post, media, these all are there, okay, on your dashboard. So suppose here post, here the sidebar, okay, complete with a full menu of options. Okay, then this is the suppose appearance. Appearance, click on appearance. This is the theme, custom, widget, menu, header, background. Depending on your choice, you can select the option. This is the submenu of the appearance tab, which appears when you have your mouse over it. Okay, and you here click activate or save draft. Okay, so this is the basic home screen. See, many or tools are, you can add the plugins here, user information, you can modify the user role as a main user, sub user, guest, like that. Okay, pin it button, then settings, tools, you can add the tools also. Then okay, this all about what? That is WordPress. Now next is Joomla. Joomla is the one example of CMS, content management system, like a WordPress. So Joomla is of course open source content management system which is used to build websites and online applications. It is free and extendable, which is separated into front-end templates and back-end templates. Okay, means administrator. Joomla is developed using PHP. It is object-oriented programming software design pattern and MySQL, used for storing the data. History. Joomla is based on Mambo CMS, which was developed by an Australian company in 2001 and initially released on August 17, 2005. The official version of Joomla 1.0 was released on what? Which date? September 22, 2005. Features. Okay, same features are here: user management, content manager, banner manager, web link manager, search menu as like the your WordPress. These are the features. Next is the advantages. See here, it is open source, first advantage. Then it is easy to install, second. Third is Joomla is easy to use for design the web application. Or you can quickly build sites for your client. Then next, it is very easy to edit the content and it uses what you see is what you get. It's user interface. What you see is what you get interface used here. Then safety of data content. Joomla is compatible with all browsers, means any browser is compatible. It may be a Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. The templates are very flexible to use. Media files can be uploaded easily as per the WordPress. Provide easy menu creation tool. Joomla disadvantage is what? Plugin modules are not free in Joomla, means we required to pay. Development is too difficult to handle. You want to change the layout. Joomla is not much SEO, search engine optimization friendly. It makes website heavy to load and run. Okay, this is the very important in WordPress SEO friendly, but here SEO is not friendly. It makes website heavy to load and run because of its plugins and all files. A real world example of what Joomla can create. Corporate websites or portals. Okay. Corporate intranets and extranets. Online magazines, newspapers and publications. E-commerce and online reservations. These are the examples. Government application we can create in Joomla. Small business websites. Non-profit and organizational websites. Community based portals, for example, community based means any firm, any community portal is there, we can create here. That school and religious websites, personal and family web pages. These are all the examples of Joomla. Okay, so real world applications are examples of what Joomla can create. Installation system requirement as per the only the websites here: www.joomla.org, download.html. Okay, so here two more servers are added here: NGINX and Microsoft IIS. Operating system is cross-platform. Installation: create database, basically set up wizard. Installation: see Joomla. Okay, select the language, main confirmation, site name, whatever you want to create. Suppose our college www.scoea.org, we put the name here. After that you can create the website for that. Then set offset, yes or no. Okay, fill all the option and click on next button here. Okay, so click on fill all the fields: database name, username, password, database name, then your table prefix, and click on next. Okay, so here click on default English, click on next. Joomla installation admin panel. Okay, give the path for that. Joomla architecture, here database, Joomla framework, components, modules, plugins, then templates, and then on web browser. Joomla architecture is database, framework, component, module, plugins, template, web server. These are the layers. Control panel, add new article, article manager. Okay, these all are the control panel we can use. Article content is add new article. It creates a new article page. Article manager, it manages all your present articles. Category manager, for example, it creates new categories and help in publishing and publishing categories. Media manager, it manages files by uploading various new files. Structure format, menu manager allows creating custom menus for your website or navigation your website. Then module manager, it can location and function of modules that are installed on site, user information as well. Control panel again, whenever you install you see all the configurations: global configuration, template manager, language manager, maintenance. Joomla is up to date, all extensions are up to date. Difference between WordPress and Joomla, very important thing. So parameter, WordPress, first parameter is flexible. Yes, Joomla is more flexible, WordPress is less flexible. Interface, people like WordPress interface more, people like less Joomla interface. SEO, of course we already saw. Okay, in WordPress friendly, there are no friendly. Security, thousands of plugins are available for WordPress which may raise issue of security, but in Joomla security is good. Content management is easy, and in Joomla content management little bit difficult. Okay, these are the difference between WordPress and Joomla. Okay, so this all about the today's topic or web services, that is CMS, content management system, in which we learn about first CMS means what, components of CMS, then examples of CMS. First example is nothing but the WordPress, second example is nothing but the Joomla, and installation of WordPress as well as we learn. Then installation of Joomla we saw already, and the last we saw the WordPress and Joomla difference. Okay, so how WordPress is most preferable by users and why not Joomla is most preferable by the users. Okay, so I hope you understood all the things. So thank you.